What's good, YouTube? I'm here for just a little, you know what I'm saying, video. Talking about, like, just my experience, bro. It just, because y'all see the title, obviously. I dropped out of school 2 years ago, and I still haven't got rich yet. And it's going to just be me kind of, like, reflecting on my last 2 years and just talking about, like, I guess, do I feel like it was a waste of time, like, just everything I kind of been through in these last 2 years and whatnot. And why I feel like I haven't reached my goal yet of being rich, within these 2 years of me dropping out of school. So just give y'all a little rundown of like my life. Like, so pretty much the beginning of my life, it was like set out for me to go to college. Like, my parents, they sent me to like private school. Literally the college I went to was called Cathedral Preparatory School. So that say it all right there. So, they kind of had this journey or this path set out for me, like, oh, you're gonna go to school, get a good job, whatever. And I just, I say for the most part, like growing up, I just kind of agree, like, all right, I'm gonna go to college. I said I want to be a pharmacist because I heard pharmacists make good money, and making good money, that was just always something that inside of me was like, all right, you need to be able to do it, because like I don't know, I feel like I just want to be able to do it, come and go as I please, do what I want to do, not have like no, oh, I can't afford this, I can't afford that, because you know what I'm saying. That's just in me. But I feel like, so I want, I said I was going to do that, my whole life. So then I ended up graduating high school, then going to college. First semester, I was in pharmacy for the first semester of school. And, I really was like, nah, I really don't know if I want to do this. Just because it is hard, bro. It is hard going to school and being a pharmacist, like science and all that. I really don't, like, I don't know. It's just, I guess I wasn't really applying myself enough. I don't know. Really, and it's maybe just, deep down, it really wasn't meant for me. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't aware of it. So I ended up being like, all right, I want to switch majors. Ended up switching to accounting next semester. It's still all in my first year of college. Do that for the first, or for one semester, whatever. Accounting and business, and it is what it is. But then I'm going into my second year, first semester, my second year, I'm doing this, doing that. And, it's still just not sitting with me. Like, do I really want to do this being an accountant, bro? Because, like, I know, like, I'm watching certain stuff on YouTube and I'm knowing, like, people are successful without degrees, just through certain other stuff, other fields that you can, go through. And I'm like, all right, like, is this, I never thought about being an accountant. This is something I just randomly picked because I wanted to switch majors, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, I really don't want to do this. So then in my head, I'm like, all right, man, I really might need to think about leaving school and like finding something else, because I don't want to just be switching majors over and over and over, because a lot of people do that. And it's a lot of people in college that don't even like their majors, or that just go through undecided for like however long until they just, it's like, I don't know. But so I go on YouTube, start looking up like ways to make money, all this, all that. And let me backtrack a little too. But in between my first 2 semesters of college, I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. Most of y'all probably know what that is, but it's just a book about financial literacy and just investing and stuff, and just, setting your mind on like making passive income instead of working for income, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So that was already in my mind. Like, I'm like, all right, yeah, I need to, basically beat the game. And then, so fast forward back to where we was at now in college, first semester of my second year, I'm like, nah, I'm really not knowing if this for me. So I'm kind of looking at, ways I could try to get into real estate, because in the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, it was like stressing like you need, like how, real estate could be like, it's like, it's just like the key pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things that can't get taxed, all that, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, all right, so I'm looking up like, well, I watched this one video, like, I don't know if y'all know who Bandman Kevin is, but he had this dude who was talking about how he did wholesale real estate on his channel, and he was just saying like, yeah, like you could get these contracts for the house and basically sell that contract to somebody who got the money. So I'm like, all right. And like, you make the profit between however much you got it under contract for and how much they buy it for. So like, say if it was like you got the house for 30K and you sold it for 45K, you'll get that 15K pretty much. But I was hearing him, I'm like, all right, babe, this is my avenue. Cause like, I was telling him, I'm like, all right, I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna get into like this, whatever, whatever. So then I'm like, all right, bet. Now I just gotta, face my fear and tell my parents I'm finna drop out of school and whatnot. But that was really the hardest part, telling them, just because, this was what they had planned out for me my whole entire childhood, my whole entire life. This what I thought I was gonna do my whole entire life, and just sitting with myself and seeing what I really want out of life. It didn't align with, what I wanted. So I had to, find another path. But, I ended up having to just face that, basically break it down to him like, yeah, I'm gonna go back, work and pursue this on the side, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like, I don't know, I honestly feel like they didn't really like they heard me saying like I wanna, get rich and stuff, but they're like, da da da, like, cause I ain't like my dad was like, like I wanted to do music and stuff, but I ain't leave my job to like go pursue music. You know what I'm saying? Like low key, like trying to like keep me in that and just, But I mean, it is what it is. Like parents always say they want what's best for you, but they want what they think is best for you. Like deep down what's best for you, and that's what I had to realize. I had to, just realize that I'm gonna get this, one way or another. Like I know what I want, and it's up to me if I'm gonna get it or not, pretty much. But I'm gonna leave school. Now I'm working. I'm back at Walmart working and saving up so I could, do this wholesale real estate stuff. You know what I'm saying? Save up like 3-4 bands real quick, cause you gotta like have some money with those contracts to put down, just as a down payment for the contract. You'll get it back at the end. So I save up that. Then I end up trying to get houses, and that then that I ended up trying to get a couple houses under contract and couldn't sell them, and I pretty much gave up after that. I had like one person interested in a house that I was trying to sell, but I couldn't really make nothing shake. I really wasn't like all the way in. Like I was just in little Facebook groups around here, like for real estate people. But for that, you really gotta be like cold calling people, all that. And I just wasn't all the way locked in. So, but after I, finished that, I'm like, all right, I gotta see what's next. What I'm gonna try next. I ended up trying to do YouTube, because like just doing like reaction videos and stuff. Cause I at one point like I used to like watching reaction videos to music and stuff that I like, and I was like, I could do this too. Like I'm listening to the music, I'm watching other people react. I could just react to it, and then So I did that for probably about like a month or so, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. It just felt like it was forced. Like I don't know. It kind of just was like a repeated thing. I don't know. It just wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. So I tried them two things. They both didn't work. Then, like, a little bit later, I say I just was working and stuff, just working, not really on nothing at the moment. But then I ended up getting fired from my job. And, I was out of work for a minute. And I just was, like, kind of coming across, like, stuff that I could get into, like, while I'm at home and stuff. And I ended up finding day trading, bro. So, that's what I've been on lately, just focused on that and stuff. And it was kind of crazy because at first, I'm like seeing these people just make money from this chart and stuff. And like, but I'm not just coming in with that mindset thinking, oh, I'ma just, come in here, get rich instantly, whatever, whatever. But I understand it is like something you gotta learn, a process you gotta learn. And, I'm taking a lot of notes, but I don't really have a strategy yet still, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just out there, just basically just whatever I learned, trying to apply that. Really like try to learn too much and couldn't like, didn't know what I should apply pretty much. But I was learning about that into that. And I'm like, yeah, this is something I could do. Cause it's like something once you get it down, like I'm hearing like, you good, bro. You know, you can make whatever. Like the money's there in the market. I'm in there. But you know, along the way of me learning about day trading and getting into it, you know, something with day trading is like you gotta kind of break a lot of your habits you got, and this is another reason. Like this is a reason I feel like these 2 years haven't been a waste of time because really, like you really do gotta change yourself. I'm seeing to like just you know certain stuff about yourself to become whatever it is you're trying to be. Like you know, like I had to give up a lot of stuff that I'm still like you know, building myself up towards being what I'm meant to be, you know what I'm saying? Like I gave up smoking, which was, you know, I realized I really shouldn't have picked that up in the first place, but it was just like, you know, gave that up. I'm finna be 2 years strong. And then also had to give up like just vaping. That was, I really should never been picked up, but it was just, you know, you a kid, you do young, dumb stuff, whatever, but just breaking addictions, breaking habits, getting your mind right. You know how to give up, you know, jacking off and stuff like that too. And being lustful, bro. You know, just getting rid of my old self, becoming a new person. Just, you know, I got off social media too, just so I could have my mind focused on me and, you know, not all over the place. Just, you know, just mind just every day, just cloudy and flooded with whatever. But yeah, just, you know, but now I'm at my current spot in life and I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm like on the verge of getting there, but it's just little, you know. I guess I don't know. I guess it's just sticking to the trading because this is the thing with trading too. Like I would be like trading, and then I would take some losses, and then be like forget that for a couple months, and then come back to it. But now I'm at the process where I'm understanding, like you know, this is the losses is the learning, and I feel like I have a strategy that I believe in. You know, like I'm seeing the market better, actually applying myself. And you know, it's like if you just keep, you know, giving up, going back to old stuff, you know, it's like I don't know. But I did like in the process of me giving all this stuff back up, I did go back to it, and you know, I feel like that was just God like letting me realize I really don't need all this stuff in my life. You know, just it was really just a weight holding me back. Even though I thought I wanted it, I really don't need it. And I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of in that phase with like video games and stuff. Just seeing do it really got a place in my life anymore because I mean it's something that I enjoy doing, but it's just you know becoming an adult you got to realize what you need in your life and what you actually don't need. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, I'm trying to see that right now because just you got to be aligned, bro. You have to be aligned is what I'm seeing in this life, and you know there's certain stuff just might not be in line with you no more. Like I made a video about it, like even with people, you know, I made a whole video about that, but yeah, but I don't know, bro. Like these 2 years, I didn't learn a lot about myself. I didn't grew a lot as a person. Just even seeing like I don't really need people in my life. Like I don't need like just seeing what my purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy, bro. You know, like so I would say, you know, even though I'm not where I want to be yet, 2 years after dropping out of school, I feel like I'm still on the right path. Just because I didn't learn a lot about myself. Like I'm 22 years old right now. Like I feel like now, you know, this is about. It's like it's getting a crunch time right now. Like all right, we know we didn't got rid of all this stuff. We're, you know what I'm saying, on the path, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, now it's time, but I don't feel like this was a waste, you know, because I know for some people it do happen fast, but, you know, I feel like it was just, if I would have got certain stuff back then, like right away, I probably would have, yeah, I probably would have fumbled it all. But, I mean, you know, everything happened for a reason. God got his plan for us, and, you know, just, yeah. But this was a little video just kind of, I guess, telling my experience in life and just where I'm at, where I'm headed, and, you know, where I've been pretty much. But hope y'all enjoyed this. Hope y'all, this can help y'all see maybe too, like, you know, if you're on a similar path and you may not be where you want to be at, but just look at the bright side. Look at where you came. Like, it's not just about the money, but Like where I know we want to get there, like I want to get there, but like just look at the, we didn't get past a lot of stuff we need to get past now. The past still always there. It's just up to us to walk it. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Hope y'all enjoy. Hope y'all having a good day, and we'll be back with more soon. And yeah, I'm out.